Hello everybody, welcome back. So this is your video lesson. Today we are going to be looking at a very short clip from the American TV show, The Big Bang Theory. So today you will first watch the video clip with the English subtitles. You can watch it as many times as you would like. Then I will explain some of the vocabulary or phrases that we heard and saw in the clip. If you need to pause to write down what I show you, or if you need to re-watch it, that is okay. You can pause, rewind as many times as you need. So before we watch the video, I want to show you some basic vocabulary words to keep in mind before you watch. If you need to pause, go ahead. Okay, so now let's watch the video clip, and then we will discuss the phrases that we heard.
Does not violate the rule against homemade cards because I made it at work.
Do you understand why people don't want to play with you?
No. Although it's a question I've been pondering since preschool.
Hey.
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 Hey, your copy of Science Magazine was in my mailbox.
Oh, thanks.
Check it out. All about planets this month.
That's an atom.
Agree to disagree. That's what I love about science. There's no one right answer.
So, you and Zach again, huh?
Yeah, me and Zach again.
Were we here earlier?
Okay, we should go.
Not yet. I want to talk science with the science dudes.
Oh, and the science dudes want to talk science with you. What do you want to talk about? Rocks? Dinosaurs? Our friend the beaver?
You know, I saw this great thing on the Discovery Channel. Turns out that if you kill a starfish, it'll just come back to life.
Was the starfish wearing boxer shorts? Because you might have been watching Nickelodeon.
No, I'm almost sure that it was the Discovery Channel. It was a great show. They also said dolphins might be smarter than people.
They might be smarter than some people.
Well, maybe we can do an experiment to find out.
That's easy enough. We'd need a large tank of water, a hoop to jump through, and a bucket of whatever bite-sized treats you find tasty.
I don't get it.
A dolphin might.
Oh, I see. You guys are inferring that I'm stupid.
That's not correct. We were implying it. You then inferred it.
Let's go.
You know, for a group of guys who claim they spent most of their lives being bullied, you can be real jerks. Shame on all of you.
What did I do?
You laughed.
So let's look at some of the words and phrases that were in the video. I will tell you the word or phrase, I will give you the definition, and then I will show you some examples, but I'm only going to say maybe one or two. So let's start right at the very beginning with the word ponder. So ponder means to think really deeply about something, to think really hard. Not just quickly think, but to take time. So let's look at one example. I started to ponder my future. So I started to think really deeply about my future. The next word is preschool. So if we look at this word, we see pre and school. Pre means before. So preschool is the school that you go to before elementary school. It is not mandatory, so not everybody in America goes to preschool. The next phrase is check it out. Check it out. Check it out means to look at something. We want to draw attention to something we think is interesting. So we could say, check out my new car. Or, I found a hilarious video. Check it out. So look at this. The next phrase is agree to disagree. So we have agree to disagree. We usually say this when we want to end an argument. If I am fighting with somebody, we are disagreeing. I know I will not change my mind. I am right, you are wrong. They think they are right and I am wrong. So we will say, let's agree to disagree and move on. The next phrase we hear, you and Zach again, and she responds, me and Zach again. So we don't mean coming to his apartment. We don't mean being someplace. We mean dating. So here we just took out the word dating. Right? You and Zach are dating again. Me and Zach are dating again. So for this, we might say this if we see two people who used to date but broke up together again. So we might walk up and say, oh, you and John again? If they are dating, they might say, yeah, me and John again. If they're not dating, they may say, no, we are not dating, or no, not me and John again. Next, we have talk science. This just means talk about science. We can change science to any other topic. Talk sports, talk business, talk shop. Talk shop is just another way to say business. Science dudes is similar to talk science. So science dudes means people, dudes, usually guys, who know about science. So we can change science to sports dudes, or music dudes, or business dudes. Next, let's look at turns out. Turns out. This means to end up or result. So maybe we are asking about how something ended. We could say, turns out she knew the answer the whole time. This next word is boxer shorts. So this has several meanings. Boxer shorts can mean men's underwear. It could mean athletic wear for boxers, or maybe even sleepwear. When we are using boxer shorts to mean underwear, we typically shorten it to boxers. Boxer shorts is a longer, more formal word for it, or athletic wear. They are using this to talk about Patrick Star from the TV show SpongeBob. This brings us to our next word, Nickelodeon. Nickelodeon is a very popular kids TV station. They're using this to talk about the show SpongeBob. SpongeBob and Patrick Star in his boxer shorts are really popular on Nickelodeon. The next phrase, find out. This means to discover. For example, Don't worry, I'll find out. Bite-sized treats. So bite-sized treats, if we look, has 3 words, right? Bite-sized treats. In the clip, they are talking about something small to give to an animal to train them, right? Bite, meaning bite. Size, right? The size, big or small. And treat, something delicious. If we look at the phrase, I don't get it, this means I don't understand. Usually we say this for a joke. So if somebody says a joke and you don't understand, or they make a comment that you don't understand, you could say, I don't get it. You don't understand. The next 2 words are very high-level words, okay? They're high level. So I'm talking about inferring and implying. Even in America, we mix them up, just like in the video. So the word inferring means to make a conclusion based on fact or evidence. So for example, after seeing the photos on his desk, I inferred that he had a family. Some synonyms or words that mean the same thing, we have conclude, deduce, judge, and understand. Now the next word, implying. This means to suggest something indirectly. So indirectly, not straightforward. For example, the doctor implied his death was not an accident. Some synonyms are suggest, hint, or insinuate. Insinuate is another really high-level word. The next word is claim. This means to say something is true. So for example, he claims to have met the president. So he is saying, it is true, I have met the president. So this next phrase is real jerks. This is not something nice to say to somebody. Jerk means you are not a good person. Here, real does not mean authentic or true. We're using it as an adverb to show emphasis, like really, real, okay, real gentleman, really handsome, real jerk. He is extremely not a nice person. Our last phrase is shame on all of you. So shame on all of you. Shame means to feel embarrassed or to feel bad about something. And on all of you means all of the guys in the video. We could say shame on you for one person, or you should feel ashamed of yourself. Right? You should feel ashamed of yourself. So for example, I can't believe you were fighting in school. Shame on all of you. What would your parents think? Okay, one grammar point. In the video, we heard the phrase might have been watching. Might have been verb plus ing. So this means the possibility of doing something. So we could change out the verb for anything. Might have been listening to music. There is a possibility I was listening to music. I called called you. Why didn't you answer? Oh, I might have been listening to music. And our very last thing today. I know this was a lot. I'm sorry. But the last thing, I have a pronunciation tip for you to sound more natural. In the video, we heard, what do you want to talk about? But they don't say, what do you want to talk about? No, they say, what do you want to talk about? So we can see, what do you combines to make what ya. What ya, and then want to combines to make wanna. So what do you wanna talk about? One more time. What do you wanna talk about? We can change talk about. What do you wanna eat? What do you wanna watch? We could even change the what to where. Where do you wanna go? Where do you wanna sit? So this is the pronunciation tip. Now for this week's assignment. It is time to answer some comprehension questions. This is to see if you understood the video and the explanation of the words and phrases. You should complete the handout and submit it to us. If you need to re-watch this video, you can. Good luck and do your best.